Good evening, everybody. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division III Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, joined alongside by Matt Fusillo here for this one, as the Scarlet Knights take on the Farmingdale State College Rams here for this one this evening. Rutgers coming in at 6-6, Farmingdale 12-4 on the year. They've been great so far this season. Rutgers looking for a big win after yesterday's loss here at home. Also on BSP, if you missed that one, go check it out here on our channel. But we're set for a great one here today, Matt.
Should be a good one. Sunday night hockey. Thanks for joining us. And Farmingdale State, as you mentioned, good start to the season, 12-4, 3-game winning streak, including their last game against Penn State University Harrisburg, and Rutgers University also playing Penn State Harrisburg last night. So same opponent in both of these teams' last games, and it's been so-so on the year, 6-6 for Rutgers, and lost their last 3 games before that winning streak. So pretty fair, but going against a tough opponent tonight in Farmingdale State.
Yeah, for sure. You mentioned both these teams playing Penn State Harrisburg. Like you said, the loss yesterday, 5-2 for Rutgers here at home, looking to try and bounce back today against Farmingdale. This Farmingdale team beat Penn State Harrisburg 5-3 back on the 8th. They put together a nice 3-game winning streak, looking to continue that here in this one today as Rutgers looks to bounce back. We've got about 25 seconds left to go here in warm-ups as we get ready for this one. Once again, thank you for joining us here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We very appreciate you tuning in. Here are all of our action for all of the teams we cover here at BSB as we get ready for this one today. But we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come on back, we'll have puck drop here between Rutgers and Farmingdale. We'll send it on down to the scorer's box as warm-ups conclude for the starters' national anthem, and then we'll be back for puck drop.
At left defense, number 44, Lawrence Lynn. At right defense,
Always a wonderful rendition of the national anthem here from these Rutgers Scarlet Knights games. We'll take a quick look at the starting lineup. We'll start with Farmingdale. Number 44, Lawrence Lena. Number 89, Luke Ferrazzi. Number 91, Michael D'Alessandro. Number 29, Nicholas D'Alessandro. And number 81, Ian Roberich. And in between the pipes, number 36, PJ Terzi. And then for the Scarlet Knights, Mateo Nunag, Nikita Gorshkov, Kai Inoue, Avery Acuna, AJ Angres, and then Aaron Rodriguez, number 30, in between the pipes, centers at the face-off dot, and we're off and running here for this one. Quick off the draw, it's won there by the Scarlet Knights as they will get this one forward. Gorshkov trying to get on that, the number 8, here for the Scarlet Knights in this one, hailing from Russia over across the pond, as this is flipped back up and out of the zone. This will go down, or not for an icing. Thought that was going to get called for an icing, but as Lawrence Lena goes back to collect, he will send it around and find D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro springs this forward, looking there for Rabarich, as he will look to center that one, trying to drive through to the back door. They score! Just like that, Farmingdale has the lead. First shot of the game, and Farmingdale puts one past Rodriguez and makes it 1-0 inside the first 40 seconds.
Most of the players there thought it was going to be an icing there, but ended up not getting the call. It didn't matter anyway. Great play by Ian Rabarich, going into the offensive zone, looking for his options, decided to play it across, got a couple nice passes across, almost like a tic-tac-toe there. Early lead here for the Rams.
A quick lead here for Farmingdale as they will look to try and spring this one forward again. Quickly into the zone, here comes Lavoie. He fires, that shot went wide. Still in the zone here, drop pass back. Grillo tries to fire, that got blocked away by the defense. Another shot, that one went wide. That was from Michael Malandruculo. As this one is sent along the wall here, looking for Gavin Rieger. Rieger, the junior, here for this Rutgers squad. One of the assistant captains here for Rutgers. Was excellent last season as he tries to center this one looking for Campbell. It won't go. Campbell with it again. Top of the circle, finds Jamie Zimmerman. Here on the backhand, looks for an option. Spins around, looking to go back to the point. Finds Patapovich. Patapovich fires, that one got blocked away, but he laid the body at the blue line. As this one finds it in front and went up and over there from Zimmerman as it goes back to Patapovich again. His shot is blocked. Campbell trying to get a whack at this, wasn't able to do so, finds its way back out of the zone. Now here comes Zimmerman and Rieger. Rieger across, Zimmerman there, trying to power through. What a stop there by Terzi. Massive save there from Terzi as Zimmerman's back on it. Rutgers trying to answer the call here and tie this game up at 1 as this shot from the point goes up and over. Comes back out to Downs, has it stolen away. Here comes Wadika. He will drive in, but he's stopped by the defense as Patapovich plays it out for Arredondo. Got a tap on it as it's collected here by the 22 of Kevin Manzi. He launches this up. Inoue with it here on the backhand. Across to Acuna. Quick pass forward. Finds it up to Arredondo as he'll keep the puck here only for a second. Gets it up ice. Finds Gankin. Gankin looking, trying to drive through that shot. Stopped away by Terzi again, as it's skated out here by Farmingdale. Inoue goes here to the wall, has Castellano all over him. He's able to take it away for a moment, trying to center another chance. Castellano on the back door, that one wouldn't go. Back up to the point again. Shot from long range, stopped away there by Rodriguez with the blocker, as it finds its way here to the 61 of Wadika. Back up to the point again. Up here to Manzi. He just puts it down low. To it is Acuna. He'll move it around for Arredondo. He will launch this out of the zone as Veo will go for the change. And this will be an icing here on the Scarlet Knights. And the faceoff will come back into the Rutgers end.
Good to see Rutgers get some shots off those offensive zone opportunities. They missed the net on several of them. But keep in mind, these teams have already played this year, And Farmingdale State lost that game. That was back on October the 24th, so different start here for this one. See if they can maintain it.
Yeah, well, like we mentioned in the pregame, Farmingdale on a hot stretch right now. They've won their last 3 as they come into this one on the 3-game win streak. As Nunak centers this one, what a stop there again by Terzi. Another chance, that backhander went wide as Gorshkov is on it again. His shot goes up and over. But like I was saying, Farmingdale on a 3-game win streak right now. Wins over Rowan, Kutztown, and PSU Harrisburg. As this one's just dumped in and kicked aside there by Terzi. Angress with another shot. He'll get it on net, and Terzi will cover up for the whistle.
Almost let it go there with Nunag right next to him. Not sure if he knew he was right there. Thought about playing it. Sometimes you'll see that the goalie will catch it and then lay it on the ice and see if they want to play it or not. And if they don't, they'll just cover it with their glove. That's what Terzi decided to do there.
And a smart play to cover that puck for sure. Had Nunag right on top of him, like you said, Matt. And Nunag was on a heater last weekend. Had a hat trick against Fairfield in last weekend's 2 outings for Rutgers. Also scored against SUNY Maritime in last weekend's games. As this is kept here by Farmingdale, deep in the zone, trying to keep it down in the corner is Justin Roth. As it's sent along the boards, looking for Luke Ferrazzi. Nunag with it here. Has to play it around, looking for Gorshkov. Can't get to it first, but it bounces for him, and he will get it out of the zone. Only finds its way to the stick of the number 4 of Jaden Grillo, as he'll re-enter here for Farmingdale. Bouncing puck, comes back out here. Gorshkov the other way, 2-on-1 forming here with Zimmerman. Gorshkov, he fires it, went wide. Didn't have an angle to go at Zimmerman there on that feed, as it will go all the way back here to the 29 of Dennis Resvin, who will spring it up for Zimmerman. Zimmerman forward, looking for Rieger. Sharp angle shot. That one got deflected and goes up and out of play.
Good chance there. 2 good chances, but the first one in particular, as you mentioned, that 2-on-1. Tough angle try. I mean, you had one Ram who slipped, and the other Ram went to the bench, so there's nothing they could do there. Great opportunity. Would have liked to see him try to get that pass across, but that's a really tough play coming in the sharp angle. Couldn't make too much out of it there.
Face-off won by the Scarlet Knights, as Inouye will send this around the dasher. Puck along the boards, finds its way to Lavoie again. Inouye with a keep at the blue line. His shot stopped in traffic. He gets it back, though, in the neutral zone, and will just dumped right back in as it finds its way here to Mark Delavecchia. Sends a pass forward. Rams with it, trying to continue the way they started this game red hot, as this pass loosened the slot, poked away by Inouye, and it comes out to Zimmerman. Zimmerman nearly lost it, as he'll just have to dump in and give chase. Here goes Campbell with it here for Rutgers. Looking to try and center. Campbell lays off for Rieger. Rieger spinning. Zimmerman there just couldn't get a handle on the puck as it got bounced away by Lavoie. Now it's Luke Lafata who will dump it in here for the Rams. Rodriguez around. Had his paddle knocked away from him. Has no stick right now. Back up to the point. Shot through traffic. Kicked aside there off the blocker, or off the pad rather, of Rodriguez, as Rieger does a good job to keep this puck away from a Ram. Rieger trying to drive his way through. Still with it. He gets bumped off the puck and goes into the wall hard. Pass out the other way. Good stick there from Will Daly to knock it away from Lafata, as he's trying to just pin it to the wall right now and wait for some help. Pops right out into the slot as Acuna will calm things down. Up off the boards, Campbell trying to get it out. Can't do so. Has some good pressure there from Lena, as now it finds its way to Calandra. Bounces back to Daly at the red line. He'll spring it forward. Stop there at the center ice line, though, as it finds its way back to Genkin. Shots currently 4-4 right now. Tied up, but Farmingdale still have that early 1-goal lead, as Genkin will drive in. He's closed off along the boards. Shot went off the outside of the cage, as here comes Farmingdale yet again. Dumped into the zone. Back to get it is Daly. He's pressured there by Donald Pace, as we'll go back out here to the Rams yet again in their own end. Grillo plays this one across. Pass at center ice, kept here by Castellano as he'll dump in. Wadaka to the wall. Fighting there with Acuna as he'll send it around the boards. Over to Pace again. Bouncing puck here into the circle. Comes back to the blue line, and a good keep there by the Rams. Daly back to the boards, taken by Farmingdale, looking to center, into the high slot, can't get a shot off, as it's taken away here by Rutgers. Here comes Arredondo, 1-on-2 into the zone. Tried to cut by while the move couldn't do so. Good stick work there by the defense. Kept here by Nunag. He goes down and will draw a call, and Rutgers are going to go to the power play.
Pretty easy call there. The trip on Malandrukalo.
So Malandrukalo will go to the box, and Rutgers will go to the power play. First opportunity for either team on the man advantage here in this one this evening. Looking to try and tie this game up at 1. Face-off won by the Rams, though, and they will get this one out of the zone. Rabarge will go chase after this one. Zimmerman has it pinned to the wall, as now it's collected by Rieger. 11:45 left to go here in period number 1. If you're just joining us, thank you for doing so. Rutgers ACHA Division III taking on Farmingdale. Zimmerman walked in, got denied there by Terzi, and it's launched back out of the zone. My name is Carl Pascal, joined alongside by Matt Fusillo here for this one this evening, here on this lovely Sunday night. As here comes Rieger. Rieger streaking down, centers this one. No one was there on the back door for Rutgers. Zimmerman with it again to Nunag at the point. Nunag back to Zimmerman. Hounded there by the defense. We'll just have to pitch it to the corner. Now here for Rieger down low. Rieger looking, centering pass for Gankin. Can't hold on, rebound chance was there. Terzi with a beautiful stop, and the net comes off.
Great sliding save there by Terzi. He read that all throughout that play when sliding to his right, way outside of his goal crease. And we see that pretty often here in the ACHA where the net comes off in these rinks.
Yes. Plenty of times we've seen it.
Probably see that a few more times tonight, I'm willing to bet.
I am sure. As this faceoff is won back by the Scarlet Knights, looking for an option. Rieger plays it off. As Gorshkov is knocked down, saucer pass to Rieger, but it gets by him and it comes out of the zone. Zimmerman spins around with this one. He'll launch it back in deep. Collected here by Terzi. The Glen Cove, New York native goaltender will not get it out of the zone as Rieger fires through traffic. That one sticked away by Terzi again. Had Gankin right in front, kept in there by Nunag for a moment. Now it's knocked out of the zone. 30 seconds left to go here on the power play for the Scarlet Knights. Here comes Rutgers, fired on by Rieger. And Terzi will hold on yet again. Arredondo will take the straw up against Jackson Tom Forday. Farmingdale able to win the draw, and they will clear the zone. 15 seconds left to go on the power play for Rutgers as Angres bounces this up here for Inouye. Trying to get by the defense. In comes Angres to help him, and it's cleared yet again by Farmingdale. Back to Aaron Rodriguez. As this is launched up for Campbell, got a tap on it. Angres will send this one into the zone. Only for a second, though, as it goes back to Inouye at center ice. Dumped in there by the Scarlet Knights, delayed offside on the play. They check up as Lena will send this one forward to Lavoie. Goes all the way down, and this will be an icing here on the Rams.
Another opportunity for the Scarlet Knights here in the offensive zone. They've been struggling with numbers, trying to have that sustained offensive zone time. They haven't really had much of it. They're getting some shots, but some redirections. Terzi's playing good early. We'll see if they can get a little bit more sustained time here in the O-zone.
I mean, having that power play certainly helped, trying to get them with a couple of good chances there. They had a few, but like you said, Terzi's played really well so far. Looking for some even strength pressure in the offensive zone for sure. As this is kept here by Farmingdale. Pass down low from Lavoie. Looking to get it back here in the corner, goes up to the point. Malandrukalo can't play that pass as it's taken away and sent down the ice by Downs. He'll just dump that one in. Rieger doing a good job to keep this in the zone for now. Vea will give chase on it. Can't get to it in time as it goes across to Lavoie. The Holmes, New York defenseman will try and move it out. Can't do so. Bouncing puck goes in onto Terzi, and he'll hold on.
Off the chest of Rieger there. Tried taking it around toward that glove side, but sharp angle try. It was going to be tough to sneak that in past Terzi. He was ready for that all along.
I mean, we've seen goals from below the red line or at the red line this year from the quote-unquote rock star zone, as it's been dubbed, or unless you want to call it the Leon Draisaitl zone at this point.
Yeah.
As this is taken here by Farmingdale. What a save there by Rodriguez. Big time stop in the low slot.
Hit him up high there. That was a really good save. Not sure if that caught upper torso or helmet, but it was Ferrazzi shooting. That was ripped.
Yeah, I think it might have caught a piece of his helmet there. As the puck went out of play, went right into the Rutgers bench. And we didn't get to mention it earlier, but Rutgers with their new black uniforms with the red chrome. Some very, very nice tarps here for Rutgers this season.
What do you think of them compared to the college threads that you've seen this year?
I think they're very nice. I think they're good. I will say, one pet peeve that I have, and this is going to be a broadcaster thing.
Yeah, the broadcaster.
Is the red on the nameplates and on the numbers on the back, somewhat hard to read. White outline on the numbers, or even like a gunmetal gray would have been perfect. But other than that, they look pretty good. They look great in the social media photos, I'll say that much. But they look pretty good. As this one's flipped into the zone here by Farmingdale. As they will try and go at this one here. Taken away for a moment by Inoue, trying to clear the zone, can't do so. Kept at the point by Elena. As that shot fired through, big stop by Rodriguez in close. As it's kept in at the point. Shot again through traffic, stopped away by Rodriguez. Kept in here by Farmingdale. Some good pressure here deep in the zone. Backhand chance knocked away by Rodriguez again with the blocker. Here with under 8 to go here in period number 1. Back up to the point. Another chance. Beautiful move at the blue line. Shot through traffic, was blocked away. That move from Kevin Manzi. Spectacular toe drag there as he'll keep it in again. Spinorama this time at the blue line as he tries to keep it in a second time. Now here comes Angres. Angres drilled there along the boards by Castellano as it's collected here by Lena. Lena flips this forward. Patapovic kicks it away. Bouncing puck for Gankin. He can't hold it. Finds its way back to Resvin. Revsin will dump in. Taken away here by Gankin. Trying the center. This one goes on target, but it got blocked aside. As downwind a Farmingdale skater. Pass across. Finds its way to Pace. Pace will just dump in and give chase here. Revs in. We'll play it back here looking for Patapovic. He'll find Gankin, but he's knocked off the puck. In the skates there are the Rams. Trying to quickly fire in the slot. Got it blocked away. Kept in at the point again. Only for a second as now it's skated out here by Rutgers. Gankin will dump in. Calandra will give chase on this here for the Scarlet Knights as it's sent around by Castellano. Not out of the zone. Quickly taken. Fired through. That one trickled through the blue paint, but didn't go in. Terzi got just enough of it there. As this one's played through and held onto there by Terzi.
Great chance by Rutgers there, barely just trickling wide of the net. And back the other way, Farmingdale, they've done a great job of, when they're outnumbered, just getting a body in and buying time for their skaters. They're creating offensive opportunities out of that. We saw it earlier with Riberic and then several more just on that last shift. They're doing a really good job buying time, getting fresh legs on the ice. Rutgers hasn't been able to do that so far.
Yeah, they haven't really had a chance to get any sustained pressure yet in the O-zone. Have to try and find a way to change that. We've got about 6 minutes left to go here in the first. Still a 1-0 lead in favor of Farmingdale as they'll pick off that pass. Here comes Jake Paul flying into the zone. He'll look off, lay it off. Finds its way here to Tom Forday. As he'll keep this down in the corner, hounded by two skaters. Paul looking, bouncing puck taken here by Campbell as he got knocked down. Campbell across, finds Rieger, beautiful backhand feed. Rieger tried to go back to Campbell, but it got blocked away. Good back check there by the Rams. As this icing got waved off there, great job there by Paul to beat it out. As this goes to the corner. Insana there. Campbell trying to play it out of the zone, couldn't do so. Paul with another good keep at the blue line. Now calmed down here by the Scarlet Knights. Zimmerman, he'll dump in. As this is collected here by Farmingdale. Pass picked off. As Inouye will send this one on target. Terzi will spring it aside. Shots now tied up at 8 apiece as here comes the 80 of Lafata as that shot goes wide. Back at the blue line. Della Vecchia, he'll fire a shot through, and that one is held onto by Rodriguez.
That's another good shift. Negating the icing there, we just mentioned it. That time it was Paul. I mean, Jake Paul, nice, great shift to buy time, get his skaters on the ice, as we were just saying. And for Paul, doing a lot of things, fighting Mike Tyson, playing college hockey. What else is he going to do?
One of us was bound to make that joke at some point. As
you said his name earlier, and I was caught off guard. You said Jake Paul, and I looked down on the roster sheet.
Yeah, when I was putting the spotting boards together, I was like, wait a minute. I think that name is familiar from somewhere.
Yeah.
As this is taken here by Angress the other way here for Rutgers. Beautiful move to keep the puck. Saucer pass on the backhand, can't find Gorshkov as it's collected here and skated out by Farmingdale. Into the zone. Here comes Lafata. Has to lay a pass off as Gorshkov will pick it away. 4 minutes left to go here in the first as Rutgers will send this one in. And between the fighting, playing college hockey, he's been doing a lot.
He's got drink sponsors. He's got everything.
I mean, he's got his brother in the WWE. He's got Prime. As this is taken here and played forward by Nunag as it's collected back here by Malandrucolo. Sprung up by Grillo. He can't get it into the zone, though, as Arredondo looks for Gorshkov. Gorshkov tried to play a pass. Just couldn't find Gankin as Malandrucolo will play it around. Arredondo trying to keep that pass away. Coming in quickly was Vea, but couldn't get to the puck in time as it's played up to Arredondo again. He'll get it into the zone. Here comes Gankin. Looking, backhand pass went wide. Was trying to find Vea on that feed. Patapovic at the point, delayed offside there for Rutgers, though. They'll have to check up. Knocked down by Arredondo. Good hand-eye coordination there as he finds this up for Vea, who just puts it around the wall. Grillo will play this one back. Finds D'Alessandro as it's taken away by Gankin for a moment. He got taken down and the net comes loose. They're behind PJ Terzi.
It's another play there where the Scarlet Knights just don't have that many bodies in on the attack. They just have one guy. And then, I mean, if it wasn't for that bad pass, that giveaway by D'Alessandro, there wouldn't have been an opportunity for Rutgers. They're just kind of, I mean, that time what started it was an errant play by Ram, but just not that many bodies on the attack, getting in deep.
Farmingdale with it here deep in the zone. Malandrucolo can't handle that one as it finds its way to Grillo again. And like you were saying, Matt, Rutgers has to try and find a way to kind of play almost like how Farmingdale's playing right now and get some pressure deep in the zone and try and keep some sustained offensive time. They haven't really had a chance to so far. The defense has been great for Farmingdale, and Terzi's been good so far, shut out so far at 8-0 here in the first period.
And so far, the Scarlet Knights, they've just had usually one skater on the attack and try and make all the magic happen, but then they're just taking a long time to get into the offensive zone. Some of them, they've been caught in changes. The last one you saw with Rieger, who was pretty much all by himself. I mean, there were 4 Rams on him. You're not going to get opportunities out of that.
As he just tried to do almost the exact same thing and got caught up by 2 Rams skaters as out the other way. Here comes Wadika. He fires through. Stopped there by Rodriguez. And he held on. Puck came loose, but he made the save.
Great save. Looks behind him. Referee blew the whistle. He didn't see that the puck was loose, but I think Rodriguez will take the face-off anyway.
Oh, I'm sure he will. Didn't know where that puck was as he turned around with it. .203 left to go here in period number 1. Scramble off that face-off. Shot went wide there from the Rams as this shot finds its way back to Rodriguez, and he'll hold on once again. Off that draw, quick shot through, stopped away in the slot by the defense. That was Daly who blocked that one for Rutgers. Big hit into the wall as it's lofted out of the zone by Zimmerman. Now taken by Rieger. Beautiful move to cut by one. Tried to go for another one and a quick shot, but it got stopped away. As this will go back to Rodriguez. He'll play it over to Daly. Sends it around the wall, finds Campbell. Trying to keep it off the boards. Pokes it forward, looking for Rieger as he crushes a man along the boards. What a check there from Rieger as he has to go get his stick back. This one dumped into the zone, and this will be an icing here on Rutgers. As it looked like going to the bench was Michael D'Alessandro hunched over. He's still over there on the bench, being looked at by one of the Farmingdale coaches right now. Off that draw, Farmingdale with another face-off win as this one got sent through the slot. No one was there. Back up to the point, kept it at the blue line. Good keep here from Lena, fires a shot through, blocked away there by Rodriguez. As Rutgers looks to clear. Pass up for Rieger, one-on-one. Here comes Rieger into the zone, fires a shot stopped by Terzi as Rieger tried to run a man over. As Patapovic will regain control here with 46 seconds left to go here in the first. Quick pass up, looking there for Nunag. Nunag plays it up for Arredondo. Into the zone, trying to get by the defensive Manzi. Pins him to the wall, but it's taken by Lena again. Here with 30 to play in the first. Pass lofted for Lavoie. Here comes Lavoie streaking in. Tries to pull around the defense. Rodriguez will play that one off. Didn't realize his defenseman didn't have a stick. Farmingdale looking to center that one up and over. Beautiful chance there for Farmingdale, back to the point again. Have to lay it off to the circle. Looking through, redirected chance, that got stopped in the slot. As Arredondo looks to clear, can't do it. Bouncing, quick shot fired, blocked away, and it's out of the zone. And that will do it for the first. So a 1-0 lead here for the Farmingdale State College Rams over the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Here in this one so far after 20 minutes. Shots 14-9 in favor of Farmingdale. Rutgers looking to try and find an answer offensively to tie this game up at 1 as we get ready to head into the first intermission.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Down by 1 going into the first intermission. Could be worse. Some good chances. Good chances on both sides. I mean, the best skater for Rutgers has definitely been Rieger. He's been all over the ice, on the attack. As we mentioned earlier, kind of struggling a little bit getting that sustained offensive zone time. We'll see if that changes start of the second period, but great period if you're the Rams. Good way to start first 20 minutes, and we'll see if they can keep the momentum going in the second.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they can as we will head to the first intermission. We're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the second period of action for you. You've been watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division III Ice Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division III Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, joined alongside by Matt Fusillo, and we are off and running here for the second, a 1-0 game here in favor of the Farmingdale State College Rams. As here comes Rieger streaking down into the zone. That one stopped away there by Terzi. But a 1-0 lead for the Rams as we enter this second period. Shots currently 14-11 in favor of Farmingdale. The lone goal of the game coming inside the first 40 seconds of this one this evening. And we talked about it in the first period, Matt, where Rutgers looking to try and gain some more pressure here in the offensive zone. Like you mentioned, it's been mostly one or two people streaking into the zone for some rush chances, but no real sustained pressure. Meanwhile, Farmingdale has done the opposite. They've had a couple of rush chances here or there, but they've gotten a lot of pressure deep in the zone so far. Yeah,
and the Rams have done a really good job of buying time to get more skaters into their offensive zone, especially when they get a change. They have a skater on the attack, pressing the puck against the wall, buying time. So that's been the difference in the first period. We'll see if it changes here in the middle frame.
This puck kept along the boards, taken out by Zimmerman. He will skate this one out of the zone, trying to get by the defense. Walking through Zimmerman with it, tried to play a backhand pass across. Just lost the handle of it as it went behind the cage. Had Rieger with him as this will bounce over to him now. The 14 of Gavin Rieger, he'll send this one in. Zimmerman will give chase for Rutgers. They'll try and keep it in the corner, but it bounces across here to Ferrazzi. Luke Ferrazzi will send it around, not out of the zone. Now it pops out here to center ice as Gorshkov will drive in, looking. He fires a shot. It's gobbled up there by Terzi, and he'll hold on. Got that one right in the breadbasket for the Glen Cove, New York native.
Good first period for him as well. 11 saves there, makes his 12th.
Yeah, definitely a very good first period for Terzi as this is kept here at the hash marks deep in the left side wall. Goes back up to the point and lofted out of the zone. Here comes Lavoie. Lavoie, good move to cut by Inouye. Walking through it, stopped by Rodriguez. Beautiful move there from Noah Lavoie. Excellent little toe drag to get by Inouye with some speed and get that shot off. Face-off win here by Farmingdale. Another shot. That one went up and over, redirected. That was from Luke LaFata. As this goes to the corner here for Della Vecchia. Looking to center. No one there for Farmingdale as Nunag will try and lift it out. Couldn't do so. Kept in here by the Rams. Pass across. Connects on the feed. Trying to center. That one wouldn't go for Lavoie. That was Christopher D'Andrea who centered that one, the 78 for the Rams. As it goes to the point again, Manzi looking in the circle. Backdoor pass broken up by Nunag. Some good pressure here by Farmingdale. As this is stopped here at the high circle, Angres looking to clear, gets it out to Gorshkov. He's steered away, dumped back into the zone as Inouye will play it across. Looking here for Acuna. Gets it out of the zone for just a second as Acuna will get it back again. Puck along the board. Some good pressure here. Right in close. What a save by Rodriguez on that shot by LaFata. He's still with it. LaFata to the point. Good pressure here from the Rams. Another chance through, kicked aside by Rodriguez. Someone's stick went flying. That was Nunags as now Acuna will skate this one out. Rutgers need a change badly as Angres was going to go to the bench. Back the other way. Here come the Rams. Shot wide of the cage. Rebound chance there. That one went wide again. Somehow that didn't go in. That shot from Pace went wide as he's on it again. A spin chance. That one got deflected. Goes to the point. D'Alessandro fires. Redirected just wide by Castellano. Some fantastic pressure here from Farmingdale looking to make it a 2-goal lead as this goes to the point. D'Alessandro fires that one wide. Gorshkov. He will get it out of the zone. Looking for Nunag. Can't find him. Here comes the Rams again. That shot knocked away by Rodriguez. 18th shot of the game for the Rams as this goes back to the point. Gankin will get to this one. Can't get it out of the zone. Rams with an excellent forecheck so far. As now it's played back here to Grillo in his own end. Finally, Rutgers can make some changes. A tired defensive group of Inouye and Acuna will go to the bench. We're on for probably about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. As this is taken by Revzin. He fires, it's gloved down there by Terzi.
That was an excellent shift by the Rams there. We talked about sustained time in the first. Definitely had a long shift in the offensive zone there. Puck even came out in the neutral zone, and they just turned it right back over, went right back in. That's been the difference so far tonight. You mentioned probably 2.5 minutes there. Just keeping the puck in, getting several shots on. They weren't able to connect and find the back of the net, but still very encouraging to see. Already up by 1 goal. Heavy pressure there.
Yeah, some excellent pressure there from Farmingdale. Excellent forechecking. Almost perfect. Just didn't get a goal out of it. The only thing that would have made it perfect for Farmingdale. But some spectacular forechecking there. Rutgers has to try and find an answer here. They're deep in the zone now. As this is collected by Paul. He'll skate this one out. Paul has that knocked away. Campbell trying to play into the zone. He's laid into along the boards. As Revzin sends this up to Rieger. Rieger on the backhand. Spins away for now. Tries to center. Finds Zimmerman. Backhand chance. That one got deflected in front. Another one finds its way towards Terzi, and he'll knock it aside. Big hit into the wall. Trying to center. Another chance. They score! Or not. That went off the crossbar. I thought that went in. Another rebound chance. Terzi, what a stop. Another one that went wide. I don't know how any of those did not end up in the back of the cage. That initial shot I thought went in. Referees waved it off. And now we're going to get a whistle. I thought Zimmerman had nailed that one into the back of the cage.
Yeah, tough to see from this angle. I thought it was in too, based on the reaction. But I guess not. I mean, they had a good view of it right on the goal line. That was, either way, that was ripped by Zimmerman. Another point-blank try by Rutgers. So we'll play on at 1-0.
And this faceoff is going to come out of the zone. Assume that was either a high stick or a hand pass there for Rutgers. As this one finds its way in on goal. Another chance there. Rodriguez with a big stop. Goaltender's going at it right now as this beautiful move walking through backhand chance stopped away by the Rams. Out of the zone it comes. Back and forth we go here between Rutgers and Farmingdale as Downs will keep this one. Finds Calandra. Springs it up looking for Arredondo. He can't handle the bouncing pass as D'Alessandro will walk into the zone. Tried to fire off that quick move. Arredondo with it again here for Rutgers. He'll get it up to Calandra. Laid back pass here for Gankin. Gankin into the zone. Able to keep his footing. Here on the backhand looks for an option. Pulls up down in the corner. To the wall, bouncing puck up to the top of the circle. Downs trying to keep it in, can't do so. Arredondo is dumped at the red line, and that's going to be a penalty here on Farmingdale. And we've got some words after the play here between Rybaric, Arredondo, and Daly. As it's going to be Luke Ferrazzi who's going to go to the box.
Well, the referee's arm went straight into the air. He saw that right in front of the play. As you mentioned, some shoving by Rybaric. He's having a pretty good game. One of those forwards that's all over the ice for Farmingdale State.
So back to the power play goes Rutgers. Their second chance on the man advantage here in this one this evening. Weren't able to capitalize on the first. As a quick shot, that one stopped away by Terzi again. Might have caught the outside of the cage there. As Nunag finds Rieger on the pass. Rieger fires, that got blocked away. Blocked there by Manzi as Rieger will keep it in for now. Gankin lays back, Campbell there, looking lower. That was actually Gorshkov who was there. As Nunag gets to it first. Puck played around the wall, Rieger's gonna have to pinch here. And out it comes from Farmingdale. They'll send this one down the ice. Zimmerman. He'll send this up. Finds Gankin into the zone. Gankin with it. Looking for an option. Plays lower. Trying to get it back to Gankin. Rebound chance was there for Gorshkov, but he can't get it on target, and it comes out again. Taking the other way here, short-handed, driving through, laid through into the slot, fired in, but it's stopped by Rodriguez. Big save there on Donald Pace by Rodriguez. As Rieger will take this one himself into the zone. Gavin Rieger down behind the goal line now. He pulls up, waits for some options, finds it back up to Zimmerman. Across to Nunag at the point. Nunag back to Zimmerman, high slot, trying to pull away and look for a lane. Couldn't get a shot off though. He will play back up to the point for Gorshkov. Gorshkov finds Nunag. Back to Gorshkov again through traffic. Knocked away. Rebound chance was there. Couldn't get to that. In time was Gankin. And now it's covered by Terzi.
Nice play by Zimmerman to weave out of the defense, trying to make a little bit more space. Big guy too, he's 6'2". So using that body, creating space on the ice. We saw some good chances there for the Scarlet Knights on the man advantage.
17 seconds left to go here on the power play for Rutgers. Off that draw, Farmingdale will get this one out of the zone. Goes back here to Rodriguez with time winding down on the power play. Just 5 seconds left to go on it. As Acuna plays to Gorshkov, and that will do it for the power play. We're back to 5-on-5. As Inouye puts that one in on goal. Arredondo took a whack at it, and he'll have to pay for that one, as he'll get shoved into by a couple of Rams skaters. They're not happy about it. Had a little bit of a snow shower on that one, was PJ Terzi.
The Marchand special.
Terzi did take a while to cover that, but Arredondo with a little bit of a second whack at it.
He's having a great game though, Terzi. He's keeping this 0-goal game intact for his team.
As Farmingdale go into the corner here, bouncing puck into the circle, and somebody just got a whack up high, and now we're going to get another whistle as Angress gets pushed down after the play. Arredondo got whacked at there by Christopher D'Andrea.
Wonder what will come out of this. Had that initial penalty and then a little bit of extra after.
Yeah.
You wonder if it's just one or will there be two?
And it looks like it's actually going to be Melan Drukulo who's going to go to the box.
Either way, good chance here for Rutgers again. They just had the power play, couldn't capitalize, and they go right back to the man advantage again.
So, like you said, Matt, back to the power play for the Scarlet Knights. Another chance to tie it here, haven't been able to yet. You mentioned Terzi being so good so far. As Gorshkov can't keep that one in as it bounces off the glass. Rieger almost lost that puck as he's now taken down. No call, we continue on. It's collected here by Pace, who will play it back. D'Alessandro finds it across, and it is dumped back here to Nunag in his own end. Rieger finds Zimmerman, had the puck in his skates, able to collect it and skate forward. Pulls up here at the hash marks. Plays to Gankin. Gankin looking, Nunag with it here at the blue line. Across to Rieger. Rieger through traffic, that one's blocked away. Rebound chance was there for Gorshkov. Just couldn't handle it as it goes back up to the point for Rieger. Rieger another chance on through, stop by Terzi. 1:05 left to go here on the power play. 10:37 left to go here in the second period as this will go all the way down the ice. Rodriguez lays off here for Rieger. He'll pull up down behind his own goaltender as Nunag picks it up. Actually overskated it though, as he'll now try and get going. Up to Zimmerman. He'll dump in. Gankin will chase. 38 left to go on the power play. Nunag at the point. Nunag to Rieger. tried to lay back. Rieger another chance, looking for Gorshkov in the middle, couldn't find him. Nunag with it again here at the circle, and it's cleared again here by the Rams. Gorshkov trying to go quickly, finds us up to Nunag, lays for Angress. Angress fires, that one got blocked away. He was just shoved into the wall hard. As it's lofted out of the zone again by Farmingdale. In a way. Pass to Nunag, tip forward. Campbell will chase on this. 3 seconds left to go on the power play as Campbell tries to collect it down low. Bouncing puck down there for Campbell. He's squeezed against the boards. Trying to take it away is Tom Forday as it plays across here to Rieger. Rieger looking. Swaps spots with Arredondo, but that one's gobbled up as Angress goes right to the net front again. He's getting tangled up down low. There with Kevin Manzi.
Another nice save by Terzi as well. Pretty nonchalant on that one, saw it all the way through, even with a little bit of traffic in front of him. And a very effective penalty kill, again, by the Rams.
Yeah, they've done a great job on the PK. 3 for 3 so far here this evening. And it looks like we might get some coincidentals here. I think Angress and Manzi are going to go to the box. Both are going to get roughing penalties. So we'll play 5-on-5. Or actually, will this be 4-on-4? The Angress penalty's up on the board.
Looks like it will be.
So we'll play 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Shots are tied up at 21 apiece here with 9:21 left to go. If you're just joining us, thank you for doing so. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division III ice hockey as they score! Campbell fires that one through, and Rutgers ties the game. Just as I was doing our BSB plug, Rutgers ties it up.
Oh, he was using the open ice to his advantage. 4-on-4, it just took 7 seconds. Got a tied hockey game.
Yeah, Campbell able to slot that one home off the pass from Arredondo. Beautiful feed to him. As Arredondo tried to get on that one, bouncing puck. Here comes Farmingdale the other way. Stop the side there. As a big hit down in the corner, Acuna just got rocked. Back up here to the high circle. Played to the corner again. Farazi over to the boards. Puck to the wall, in a way, trying to knock it away. Arredondo with it now. Played up and out. As, like I was saying, if you're just tuning in, thank you for doing so here on this Sunday evening. You're watching Rutgers Scarlet Knights hockey as that one's stopped by Rodriguez. My name's Carlo Pascal, joined alongside by Matt Fusillo. Here for this one.
Make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe, as the YouTubers like to say. We appreciate your support, everyone.
We certainly do. Here at BSB, we just crossed the 1.3K mark in subscribers here on BSB, here on YouTube.
Everything's growing.
Yes, it certainly is.
The teams we cover, it's great to see.
Hoping to get more sports as well as we head into the heart of winter and into the spring. Hopefully some more sports like basketball and baseball and maybe some lacrosse once again in the spring.
That would be exciting.
As this is driven in here. Good stop there by Acuna. Patapovich will collect this one here. 26 seconds left to go of 4-on-4 time. Shots 23-22, and we are tied at 1 here between the Rams and the Scarlet Knights as they score! A laser beam to the top shelf from Farmingdale, and they retake the lead. That was a rocket from Noah Lavoie, in and out in an instant.
If you blink, you'll miss it. That's how quick it was. As you mentioned, that was sniped by Lavoie. Official was right there. Made the goal motion, in and out in an instant. And the lead is quickly regained by the Rams.
And like you said, referee, great position to see that too, was right at the goal line. Saw it instantly, it hit the back bar and came out. And I think that's what the referees were going over to talk to with the Scarlet Knights bench, saying it hit the back bar and came right out.
And it came in and out quickly, but also a quick shot too. Lavoie, that's what you want to do when you have those opportunities, especially if you could kind of catch the goalie a little bit, you know, maybe not as ready or off guard, but Lavoie, really quick shot and came out just as quick as well.
And now we're back to 5-on-5, so a goal apiece at 4-on-4. Both teams using that open ice to their advantage as here comes Farmingdale again. That shot went wide there from Wadika. Another chance sent wide there. Pinching to keep this in. Had it for only a second. Out it comes here for Gankin. Gankin, he gets taken down. Good back check there by the defense as he's hammered into the wall. That was from Della Vecchia on that back check as Nunag keeps this puck. Nunag trying to play across, looking through. That one went wide on the chance. Gankin couldn't put it on target as it's played back here for Nunag. Rutgers with some good zone time here. Gankin looking, tried to play it across. Just as I said that, it's taken away here by Wadika, and he'll dump in. Patapovic lays off for Gankin. Gankin tried to play it over, couldn't do so. Got bounced by the skaters of Farmingdale as it's collected back here by Tim Downs. Downs, the sophomore from Oakland, New Jersey, lays this one off to Gankin. 6 minutes to go here in period number 2. 2-1 game in favor of Farmingdale, courtesy of Noah Lavoie, with that blistering snapshot in and out off the back of the post, or back of the bar, I should say, rather. As this is picked off here by Rieger. Rieger sends forward to Zimmerman, quickly into the zone. Zimmerman looking, fires on. That one sticked aside there by Terzi. Now here comes Farmingdale storming the other way. D'Alessandro walking in. He fires that one up and over. Puck right at the bench there for Farmingdale. They take it away here in the neutral zone. Right back in quickly. D'Alessandro played it across, looking for Paul as he has it in the corner. Lofted around. He finds Insana as he's taken down to the ice. Zimmerman lays this one back to Inouye. He finds Arredondo. Arredondo looking up, trying to play a pass to Rieger. Put it in his skates, but he stayed on side as Rieger lays back here to Arredondo. Back to Rieger, looking for an option. Rieger fires. That one went just wide. Terzi didn't know where that one was. As Arredondo will play for Zimmerman. Zimmerman down low. Still with the puck. Under 5 to play here. That shot goes wide. Puck comes out of the zone. Revzin will go back and get this. Plays it up off the boards. Tipped in by Zimmerman. He'll go for the change. Some fresh legs will get on. As Tom Forte will look up. Plays the long pass. And this will be an icing here on Farmingdale.
Nice hustle by Inouye. He was out there for a while as well. You'll see now he goes to the bench. Rutgers able to get fresh legs.
Faceoff will end up to the right here of PJ Terzi. As that shot from Campbell goes wide. Gorshkov, beautiful centering pass, trying to find Nunag, who looked across for Campbell. Just couldn't connect on the feed. As here comes Farmingdale the other way again. Another shot, that went wide. Out it comes all the way back into the Farmingdale end. Picked off by Gorshkov, quickly into the zone. Lays across, trying to center. Nunag there, he fires, it went wide. Terzi might have got a piece of that one. And this line of Gorshkov, Campbell, and Nunag, saw this against Fairfield, was very, very effective. Getting put back together here in this second period for Rutgers.
It was a good opportunity there. Decided to go blocker side Tersey had most of that side covered, but still, good look, good passes there.
Yeah, certainly an effective line there for Rutgers, as they'll put that one back together here in the latter stages of this second period. Daly looks up. He will clear. That one bounced off the chest there of Della Vecchia's. Here comes Nunag. Nunag across, saucer pass there, stopped by Tersey on the shot there from Campbell. Almost had his second of the game, as Acuna will chase after this one. Rieger tries to cut by one, couldn't do so. Quickly taken back the other direction. Fired through, hits off the post. Far side on that shot by Ferrazzi, nearly made it a 3-1 game. As Acuna taps this out of the zone, dumped in by Ferrazzi. Lavoie will chase on it. Lavoie along the boards, able to keep this here for D'Andrea, as Rieger will get it out. Only for a moment, right back into the zone as Zimmerman tries to clear at the blue line. Bouncing puck, Zimmerman can't handle. D'Andrea with it again, quickly into the zone, looking to get by, power move around Acuna, backdoor pass, it won't go. Good stick lift by Daly, and the net comes off behind Rodriguez.
Now we go back the other way, some chances for the Rams after Rutgers got some. Went back to that shot off the post from Ferrazzi. That puck traveled a long distance coming in on the right side, the near side on your screen, going off that far post. We play on 2-1.
Scramble off that face-off. Rutgers comes away with it, but it goes to the boards. Rieger finds Arredondo on the pass. Arredondo quickly into the zone. Centering pass meant for Zimmerman, bounces off Tersey. As D'Andrea gets across the blue line, stopped there by Rutgers though as Rieger flips it out. Arredondo tries to send a pass forward, but D'Alessandro will play it across, finds it over to Lavoie. Lavoie gets tripped up, and Rutgers are going to go to the box. And Zimmerman and Lavoie just getting into it now.
Yeah, Lavoie gave a shot to Zimmerman.
And it's going to be Downs who's going to go to the box here for a trip with 1:39 left to go in the second. Big opportunity for Farmingdale now here on the power play. Their first chance on the man advantage here this evening.
Great opportunity, about a minute and a half left in the middle period. If you could get your team a multi-goal cushion going into the final period, you're in really good shape, especially with the way they've been playing. Going back all the way to the start of this game with the pressure that they've applied. So great opportunity here. We'll see what happens.
Off that draw, one back up to the point. Looking for a lane here in the low circle. They score! It's Luke Ferrazzi! And he makes it 3-1. Made quick work of that power play. And a beautiful shot for Ferrazzi as he goes blocker side above Rodriguez.
And it was Ferrazzi who hit the post just a couple minutes ago. Now he gets his goal. Just as we mentioned, big one for the Rams. Getting that 2-goal lead, about a minute and a half. Only took 6 seconds on that power play.
That was a wicked snapshot there from Ferrazzi. Had so much time to walk in. Got all the way almost to the low slot. Was at the inside hash marks on the right side circle.
Well, they've looked good with their offensive zone chances the whole night. We keep saying it. And so just that moment when they get the power play, they're wasting no time. Fitting the theme for their forecheck and their offensive zone.
And you mentioned it before, earlier this year when these two teams faced, Rutgers with a 5-3 win. It's 3-1 currently in favor of Farmingdale. The last time these two teams play each other this year, so if Farmingdale holds on, they would tie the season series at 1 apiece. Rutgers looking to try and storm their way back here in this one, and we've got 1:10 left to go here in the second, and then the final 20 to go in the third. In a way. Can't hold on to that puck. Rams still with it, trying to spin and fire. It finds its way to Rodriguez, and he'll hold on yet again. Off that faceoff, Rutgers will send it around in their own end. Can't clear the zone. Beautiful keep there at the circle. There by the Rams as they tried to center that one. Pass into the slot, broken up as Rieger will get to this. Gets it out for now. As it's collected by Nunag. Here comes Nunag. He fires. That shot got blocked away. Nunag on it again. Back to Revzin. Fires it down behind the goal line. Rieger will chase on it with 27 seconds to go in the second. He gets to it first. Rieger looking. Puck down to the corner. That's Campbell in there. Getting bumped at. Nunag tried to play back to Rieger. Finds it in his skates. Bouncing puck through. They score! That hit a defenseman and got by Terzi, and Rutgers make it a one-goal game.
Oh, throw it in the direction of the net and good things can happen. That's what Rieger does. So they get one back with 11 seconds left.
Better late than never for Rutgers. 2 goals here in this second period for each team. And that was just a fluky bounce there. Like you said, just throw it on net and good things can happen. And Rutgers taking that to heart there with that one. It bounced off a defenseman and past Terzi as Patapovich will drill Lavoie into the wall and eat out the rest of the clock, and that will do it for the second. So a one-goal game, 3-2 at the end of 40 minutes here between the Scarlet Knights and the Farmingdale Rams. 2 goals each from each team. Rieger makes it a one-goal game with 11 seconds left. Shots tied up at 27 apiece as we will head into the second intermission.
And that was definitely a much better period by Rutgers. You like to see that. I said it at the end of the first. I'll say it again here at the end of the second. Rieger has been fantastic tonight. He's been all over the ice. You just saw that goal, throwing it on net out of nothing. You think that nothing could come out of those opportunities, but you'd be surprised. Every once in a while, it'll take a funny bounce. He got it there. They're only down by 1 goal, same as the first intermission. So they finally got their 2 goals here in the second. We'll see if they can build on it. They got that one with just 11 seconds left in the second period, so should be an exciting third.
Yeah, geared up for an exciting third period as we will step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the third period of action for you. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division III Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. We'll see you in just a few minutes for the third. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division III Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, joined alongside by Matt Fusillo as we get ready for the third here between the Scarlet Knights and the Farmingdale State College Rams. Here for this one. A 3-2 game in favor of Farmingdale as we get ready to go here for this third. Once again, thank you for joining us here on BSB as we are off and running here for the third stanza of this one.
Rutgers took a long time to get on the ice there. They must have either lost track of time or they're developing a master game plan, one of the two.
Big speech from the captains in the locker room, hopefully, trying to rile them up to get them ready for this third and get this game tied as that shot goes up and over the bar. Rebound chance was there. Good back check there by the defense. That was Tim Downs back there for the Scarlet Knights. As here comes Gankin into the zone, but that's going to be called offside as Rieger was over the line. Yeah, they both periods for the second and the third took a while to come out on the ice. That one definitely was a while for them to come out after.
Coaches were pretty animated on the bench saying, let's go, let's hurry up. But they got 2 goals in the second period, didn't get any in the first, so they started to wake up a little bit more on offense. So they're in a much better position. Both periods they start down by 1, but they're in a much better position this time around, getting some goals past Hersey, and we'll see what happens here in the final period.
As this is a delayed offside here on Farmingdale. As it's collected here by Rieger. He gets by one defender. Couldn't get by the second, though, as Mandraculo will play this one away. Dumped in here by Downs. Puck here into the corner. Noah Lavoie will skate this one forward. The man who has the third goal, or actually rather, it's the 89 of Ferrazzi who has the third goal. Lavoie had the second one as that one is stopped by Rodriguez. Rebound chance was there as Zimmerman just ran in to one of the Rams skaters there.
Pile-ups all throughout that play. Surprised there wasn't more pushing and shoving. Started to ramp up in the second period. But the officials are kind of keeping it in check there. Weren't afraid to call the penalties as well.
And I'm sure they're going to want to try and keep this game from getting out of hand in the physicality department. As this one is sent back up to the point here. Manzi is there at the blue line. We'll send it around the other way. Kept in here by Pace. As it's taken and played forward up to Campbell. Campbell across the blue line, trying to drive through. Campbell with it, couldn't get the shot off. He lost the handle of it as it's poked away by Terzi. Big hit into the wall. That was Gorshkov who got drilled into the boards. As Campbell goes back to get it. Played across here by Della Vecchia. Sent forward by Manzi into the zone. Acuna will have to track it down. He plays it across. He's drilled hard into the boards, and he is down. Acuna down on the ice, went almost head first, or face first into the glass. That's a big hit. As Acuna will now get up and skate back to the bench. Will likely get checked out by the trainer over on the bench.
Yeah, he's having a couple words with them now. Looks to be okay.
The referees are going to discuss this. Doesn't look like there's going to be a penalty there. So we'll stay 5-on-5. And with 17:52 left to go here in period number 3. This puck goes around the wall, finds Revzin. He will play it up along the boards, and that one took a hop out of play. That'll go right into the Rams bench, I think. Off that draw, one back here by the Scarlet Knights. Patapovich will launch this forward. Bouncing puck here. Zimmerman trying to keep it there at the red line as Rieger gets by two defenders. Rieger walking through. He spins away from one. Couldn't keep the puck there, though, as Zimmerman tries to lay the body. Shot fired through, knocked away by Manzi. Kept in the zone. Gankin down to Rieger. New look line here for this Rutgers squad, as this one is played up to Rieger. Rieger down to Gankin. Gankin here on the back end. He's squeezed along the boards and taken down. No call, we continue on. Puck to Rieger, and that's going to be touched for a offside. And I think this might actually be at center ice.
Scarlet Knights are not getting their fair share of calls, it seems. Coaching staff animated again on the bench. Went for the Acuna hit, and then that one there. Could have had one on either of them, but unlucky here with the calls to start the third.
As this is dumped in here by Arredondo. Not getting the home team reffing, or home crowd reffing, as you will. As that was steered aside there by Terzi. Out of the zone it comes. Quickly lofted in here by the 81 of Rybaric as he went down in a heap. Puck going to the wall. Daly there with him. Bouncing puck goes back up to the blue line. Out of the zone it comes. Angres trying to get on this loose puck. Has Calandra with him. Couldn't get there first, as this will finds its way around the wall. And not out of the zone just yet. Now it's tipped back out to center ice. Launched back in by Rutgers. Now Andrew Colo will send this forward, and that hopped off the Rutgers bench. And we'll get a stoppage here.
Scarlet Knights talk things over, figure out their game plan for the defensive zone draw.
Face-off win there by the Rams. That one got blocked in front. That was by Nunag, as one of the Rams skaters just ran right into the referee. Out the other way, here comes Campbell flying down the ice. He'll dump in and chase after it himself. Spins away from a check, but got knocked down. Has to play it across for Nunag. Now picked up by Castellano. Quickly the other way. Lafata into the zone, lays this one off. Driving in, that shot went wide. There from Lavoie. Had all the time in the world, put it wide of the cage though, as Downs trying to get on that one. It's stuck on the outside of the net. Bounces off. Lavoie has that taken by Nunag. Up here to Campbell. Pass up to Gorshkov. He can't handle the hot pass. Manzi and Gorshkov into the wall together. Down went Manzi. Things starting to get a little bit chippy as Downs has that one bounce on him. We'll just put it back in as Rutgers tries to make some changes on the fly. Here comes Lavoie. Puck still in the zone, and that is covered by Rodriguez as he'll jump on top of it.
Well, not too much action here early in the third, just under 5 minutes in, and every shift that goes by, it's less opportunities for the Scarlet Knights. So still, I think they're in a better position now than they were coming out for the start of the second period, because they got those goals, and they got the puck past Terzi a couple times now. As delayed offside here.
As here comes Rieger. Rieger looking. He whiffed on the shot, has to play it off. Inouye comes over to help him. Bouncing puck, Rieger with it again. Rieger looking, fires through, and he scores! He beats Terzi, and we are tied at 3. That one snuck past the glove of PJ Terzi. He got a piece of it, but just not enough. As the Scarlet Knights tie the game, and we've talked about him all game, and Gavin Rieger, once again, his second of the evening.
I think Terzi thought that was covered in his glove. He didn't look behind him. I think he may have thought that, I got it, we'll cover for the whistle, but it went off the top of his glove and tipped straight to the back of the net. And we've got a tied game again.
That is a huge goal there from Gavin Rieger, his second of the game. He's now on hat trick watch as here comes Gankin flying into the zone. Got stopped there on the back check, though, by Grillo.
And I keep saying it at the end of the first, end of the second, but Rieger, he's been all over the ice getting that shot. You mentioned hat trick watch. He's got 2 goals now. He's having a really impressive game for Rutgers.
And they rely on him for a lot of offense. They double shift him quite often sometimes, especially when they're down a goal or two, trying to get the offense flowing. He really has a flair for the theatrics when it comes to goal scoring and the big moments. Very clutch. We saw it at the end of the second period. He tied it with 11 seconds left, just throwing a puck on net, and it bounced off of defenseman and went in, and now he ties the game at 3. As here comes Angress. The captain fires that one, but it hops up into the netting, deflected, out of play.
I was going to mention it earlier, last period in the second, but if you're going to have to rely on someone, let it be the Riegers, let it be the Zimmermans. These guys can skate, they can shoot, they've been over the ice, especially in the first period when Rutgers kind of struggled with the offensive zone. I mean, Rieger's really carrying the load for this offense. Sometimes it takes that one guy to step it up. Now you got a tied game, it could be anyone.
Off that draw, Rutgers had it for a moment, but it gets by the stick of Vea, and it's dumped in. Chasing after this goes Downs. The Rutgers bench wanted an icing call there. They're not going to get it as this goes back up to the point. Kept here by Della Vecchia. He nearly got blown up by Arredondo. Kept in the zone, though. Pass lower. Backdoor feed, and they score! And Farmingdale are right back on top. Beautiful backdoor feed across. And it is the 81 of Ian Roberich.
Well, Roberich, he's the other guy, the opposition that we've been saying. He's been having a good night as well, creating opportunities. He's been one of the players as well that's been buying time for skaters to get into the offensive zone, creating space, using his body. Not the biggest player on the ice, but he's using his body to create space and time for his teammates. And you saw him just take it himself there. Puts the Rams back on top, 4-3.
And that was a beautiful feed across there from Ferrazzi to find him on that back door. Found a way to sneak by his man and just get in front of him. As Roberich will dump that one in there. But just found a way to get in front of his defender just enough to get a redirect into the cage on the back door and put Farmingdale back in front 4-3 as Gorshkov will get onto this.
He's had a physical night too, Roberich, and if you're a player that could be physical and can also be good, I'll let you take this away.
As here comes Farmingdale on a 2-on-1, plays it across. Oh my goodness, what a save there by Rodriguez. He got a piece of it. It bounced on it, though, there for the 78 of D'Andrea. As that one bounces away. We'll get back to what you were saying in a minute there, Matt. As D'Alessandro put that one wide. Another shot. That one skips up and away. D'Alessandro on it again. Back up to the point. Fired wide of the cage yet again. Back up at the blue line. Pass played lower. Looking for a lane. Stopped by Rodriguez, and he will cover. And now getting back to what you were saying, Matt, go for it.
Well, I was just saying, if you're one of those players, a forward that is physical, not afraid to get in the middle of the action, but can also generate some offense and score some goals. I mean, if you're a coach, you love having those guys on the ice. You love having those guys on your team. Roberich is having that kind of game. Getting some action, too, here, and lets you take away that 2-on-1 there. So ice starting to open up a little bit here.
Yeah, it definitely is, as Farmingdale took the lead yet again there off that goal from Roberich. And the way you're describing him, very power forward-esque is the way you're describing it sounds, where he's not afraid to mix it up, likes to go to the net, likes to play physical, and has the flair for the offense as well. As Zimmerman will touch that one, and it's going to be a hand pass here by Rutgers. But Roberich, 5'11", 176 for the left-hand shot. Farmingdale native. The hometown kid for this Farmingdale squad. Shots 32-29 in favor of Farmingdale. They've got the 1-goal, 4-3 lead off the stick of Ian Roberich as this one is sent around the wall. Rieger, bouncing puck for him. Does he have another one in him to complete the hat trick and tie it at 4? Patapovich. Down there is revs in again, collected by Zimmerman. Zimmerman flips it up, but that one will go straight into the netting. And this will stay in the Rutgers end.
Every player on the roster from the state of New York. Not too surprising for the Long Island school. But Roberich from Farmingdale.
Couldn't get more hometown than that.
Yeah, in Rutgers, you get some out-of-state kids, including Rieger himself, I believe, from Virginia. More of a state school, bigger school.
I mean, obviously, Farmingdale, one of the state colleges for New York. Not a SUNY school, but over on the island as this one's played across through the slot. No one was there for the Rams as it's collected by Rieger. Rieger into the zone, gets a move to cut by one defender down into the corner. He avoids the check. Over to help him is Gankin. Gankin to the corner. Looking for an option. Has that puck kicked away from him as it finds its way up to Pace. He'll take it the other direction. And that's going to be called offside there on the Rams as Castellano skated over the blue line. Off this draw taken here by the Scarlet Knights as this puck lofted forward here looking for Arredondo. D'Alessandro chased by Arredondo, nearly had it stolen away, but right back on it is the 44 of Lawrence Lena. As it's dumped in here by Roberich, taken back here by Angress, the captain, trying to get by a defender. He fires, glove down that time by Terzi. Shots 33-30 here between the Scarlet Knights and Farmingdale. Farmingdale with that lead in the category, as well as the 1-goal, 4-3 lead with 10:25 to go here in the third. Rutgers with a good face-off win. Able to play this one around. Calandra will get to this. Trying to keep it in the corner, couldn't do so. Farmingdale out of the zone. Calandra just got drilled into the boards. That's going to be a hit from behind. He seems okay. Rutgers still with it. Daly with it here at the point. Daly fires. That one goes off the outside of the cage as it's touched by Farmingdale. As Angress will get into the face of one of the Rams. That was a textbook boarding call. And or hit from behind. Could be either, honestly. Right in front of us here.
And the Scarlet Knights finally get their call here in the third. They've played from behind most of the night, but they've tied it up several times. It's just that Farmingdale State has regained the lead shortly after both of those times. So here's another chance for the equalizer. Third period, just about halfway over.
And it's going to be Nicholas D'Alessandro is going to the box for the penalty. It was a boarding call. As this one is lofted up and out of the zone quickly. Out the other way, here comes Tom Forte. Short-handed chance, he tried to fire, but it got stopped by Rieger on the back check. Excellent speed there from Rieger to get back on that play as it finds its way to Nunag. Nunag across, Rieger had it bounce on him as Gankin will recover. Gankin will dump in. He will give chase. Two at first behind the cage. Tried to play a pass to Nunag, but Rieger can't keep it in as he lost an edge. We'll go all the way back to Rodriguez here with already 35 seconds gone on the power play. As here comes Zimmerman flying in. Zimmerman with it, bouncing puck. Nunag tried to get there, couldn't do so as it's sent down the ice again. Rodriguez trying to play that puck, nearly had it taken away by Wadika as it bounces to Zimmerman. Haven't gotten a chance to get into the zone and set up as Manzi will get to this first. He can't clear. Gorshkov trying to keep this along the boards. Manzi's knocked down to the ice. He fell on top of it as he tries to dig it away. Gankin with it now. He'll try and play back, but Manzi gets it and he sends it out. Good clear there by Farmingdale again. Rutgers haven't had a chance to get set up in the zone.
Yeah, and the penalty kill has been really solid all night for Farmingdale State.
Here comes Gorshkov, lays it up to Nunag. Rutgers finally able to get in and set up here as this finds Rieger at the point. Can he hold it? He cannot. It comes right back out. Rieger, he dives around a hit. Looking through, tried to make a move, but it got knocked away as that one hits the ceiling here. And we'll get a whistle with 16 seconds left to go on the power play. That one went way up there into the ceiling.
Still time for another opportunity in the man advantage. Use all those seconds.
Face-off win by Rutgers. That shot got blocked away from Campbell. As this one goes to the point, can't keep it in his downs as it's skated out here by Farmingdale. Shorthanded, 5 seconds left to go. Beautiful move to cut through. Backdoor pass, they score! What a move, what a finish, and Farmingdale are up by 2. My goodness, what a goal. Highlight reel. There between LaFata and D'Andrea. Excellent.
That is one of the nicer goals that we will see this season. Short-handed. I mean, beautiful move by LaFata, getting it to D'Andrea. All D'Andrea had to do was tap it in. LaFata doing the heavy lifting there. I mean, you're outnumbered. The penalty kill has been great all night. You're up by 1. That's a big cushion, pivotal moment in the game. I mean, both of them, great job there on that goal.
Yeah, spectacular there between LaFata and D'Andrea. As now here comes Angres, tried to find that pass forward to Revzin, as we're back to 5-on-5 now. Another successful kill there for Farmingdale, and they get a shorthanded goal out of it as Lavoie will drive in. His pass laid off. Looking in front, another jam at the puck as Rodriguez will cover. Now Arredondo will have some words after that stoppage. Doing some talking there with Luke LaFata.
Well, if anyone likes the chippiness, it's probably the Rams. They've had success more throughout the night. They've got the lead. So they're sitting pretty comfortable right now, and they don't mind the talking in between the whistles. It's Rutgers that still needs those couple goals.
And they need 2 to try and tie this game up, as Rieger couldn't get that one out of the zone. As that stopped away right on the goal crease there by Downs. Rieger will play up here to Gankin. Gankin trying to power his way forward with it. Power move to the net front. He got blown up there right at the doorstep by Della Vecchia. As Gankin tries to get away from Manzi. Across to him, Manzi will send it around. Bouncing puck here up to Rieger. Looking through, another shot. That one stopped by Rodriguez. Finds its way to Gankin. Saucer pass. Here comes Zimmerman flying in. Zimmerman, that one's poked away there and the mask comes off. There for Terzi. And I think he might have got a skate in the head there from his own teammates. Came flying out to poke check that away.
Risky play as a goaltender. He definitely collided with something.
Yeah, I think he collided there with Manzi, who was coming back on the back check. He seems okay talking to the rest of his teammates over there as the trainer's going to come over and check on him. He came out to make that poke check as Zimmerman would have been all alone on him with a breakaway chance. And he made the poke check, got tied up a little bit there with Zimmerman, but then on the back check, Manzi caught him a little bit and knocked his helmet off as he went spinning. Seems like he's okay, talking to the trainer right now. back up to his feet. Good to see. We'll get stick taps all around and claps here from the audience as he seems okay. As he'll shake that one off as the referee goes over to talk to him as well.
And nice to see him get back up, put his helmet off. That's how you know it was a big collision. He went spinning and the helmet came right off too. Looks like it could have been bad for a few seconds.
Yeah,
but maybe it
could have been a lot worse. I think honestly what saved it from being worse is his helmet.
The helmet.
The helmet saved him. When Terzi ran into him, he caught the helmet and the helmet popped off.
It stayed on just long enough.
Did its job, that's for sure. As this will go for an icing here on Farmingdale. And big sigh of relief from the Farmingdale bench. That Terzi's good to go, seems okay. Off that draw, one there by the Rams here in their own zone, trying to flip it out. Patapovic with a kick to keep it in, but here comes 2-on-1 the other way. Paul with it, looking, he fires, he went over the bar though. Tried to go top shelf, but put it up and over as this pass finds Rieger. Rieger to Zimmerman. Zimmerman able to keep the puck and just send it in deep. We'll flip this in and give chase. Paul with it, can't clear the zone. Rieger with it, trying to cycle into the circle. Rieger working his way through, he scores! What a solo effort there by Rieger for the hat trick. And Rutgers is not done yet. Back to a one-goal game as the Scarlet Knights still have a little life left.
Weaving and twisting and turning. Rieger, my goodness, third of the night, carrying the offense for the Scarlet Knights. He's got 3 of the 4 goals. And we've got an injury here for DeSaro.
Yeah, it looks like Michael DeSaro got injured on that play. I think when Rieger cut back to get into the slot, I think he might have twisted the wrong way when he went down. So he will go and get checked out by the trainer over on the Farmingdale bench.
It's a busy period for the trainer, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. So he'll go get checked out over there, hoping the best for him. But the goal from Rieger, that was highlight reel. Solo effort, picked it up here on the right side wall and just waltzed his way into the slot. Beautiful move to cut around the defense and just wired it past the glove side of Terzi for the hat trick. As Rutgers down by a goal yet again, trying to tie this game up at 5. As this is sent down to the corner. Looking, walking through. Here comes Farmingdale, rang it off the post again. That was Castellano who rang that off the iron. Still in the zone here. Back up to the point, now whacked out. As Manzi will just dump this in. That's 2 posts that Farmingdale has hit here in this one this evening. Puck back out of the zone. Finds its way here to the 22 of Manzi. Picked off. Here comes Campbell. Campbell tried to break through the defense. Couldn't do so that time. Manzi with some good stick work there. As back comes Castellano the other way. Castellano looking to center, tried to find another backdoor pass, couldn't connect as Gankin will get it out. Back here to Lena. Lena forward, bouncing puck, gets away from Farmingdale as it's taken by Nunag. He lost an edge and blew a tire. As Inouye gets blown by Lavoie. Lavoie into the zone, cuts by one, tried to lay it off. On the back check was Rieger. Here he comes again. Rieger across to Nunag. Into the zone, pulls up, tried to play one into the slot. Rieger was there again, looking to center for Zimmerman as it goes to Inouye. Inouye bumped off the puck there by Lavoie. 2-on-1, here comes Farmingdale again. Quickly in, looking to fire, kick to side by Rodriguez. Good stop there on Lafata. As Inouye keeps it away from him for now. Inouye with it again here. Saucer pass to Rieger. Rieger will dump in. Throws it in on goal as it's knocked away by Terzi, as he'll play that one off of Zimmerman. Rieger trying to keep this in the corner. Can't do so. 3-on-2 out the other way. Here come the Rams. D'Andrea trying the power move. That one got poked by Rodriguez. Another stop on the doorstep. Puck was loose, and it's in the back of the net. On the rebound. Was poked in by Noah Lavoie. And it's a 2-goal lead for Farmingdale again.
Well, just when you think Rutgers gets some momentum back, the Rams counter. That's the third or fourth time tonight that we've seen that. Getting the 2-goal lead back. The net also came off in that play, but they're going to say that Rutgers push it off, so it's not going to matter anyway. Puck was going to go in regardless.
Puck forward. Here comes Gorshkov now. Tried to play a pass across. Campbell there bouncing for him. Rutgers now down by 2 yet again here with 3:30 left to go in the third. As this goes back here to Downs. Downs, his pass, connects with Campbell, had it taken away, spun back. As that shot stopped away there by Rodriguez. That was Riberich who fired that one on. It goes back up to the point for Manzi. He's had a great evening as well on the back end for Farmingdale as this puck lofted up here for Arredondo. Back to Manzi. The assistant captain sends forward. Don't think Farmingdale got a tap on that one as Patapovich will go back. They're going to say they did actually, as a big hit goes into the wall. Back up to the point. Mandraculo fires, kicked aside by Rodriguez. Another chance in onto Rodriguez, and he'll cover up on that one. Here with 2:39 to go. So after Rieger completes his hat trick, Noah Lavoie will get his second of the game. And make it 6-4. Trying to center again. There was Farmingdale off that draw. Goes back up to the point. As it's taken by Rieger. 2-on-1 here with Nunag. Rieger looking. He fires that time. It's held onto. As a player just got sailed into the wall. The referees have to break it up. Rieger just sent a man flying into the boards. That was D'Alessandro.
Rieger with that late check. Didn't even have the puck.
No, it was after the shot. After the whistle, too.
A little surprised there's no call here.
And Terzi having some words with the referee there.
Gonna have a timeout by Rutgers.
Yep. So Rutgers is going to take their timeout here with 2:24 to go. Net currently empty over to the left of us here. Shots 39-33. In favor of Farmingdale. They've got the 2-goal, 6-4 lead. As Rutgers will use their timeout here. And one of the captains for Farmingdale talking with the referees right now. It looks like it's Christopher D'Andrea.
And Michael DeSaro, number 6 for Farmingdale State, doing some walking exercises next to the bench with the trainer. He was the one that went down with that injury on the Rieger goal earlier. And now it looks like he's going to go to the locker room. So his night appears to be done.
Well, I mean, with 2:24 left to go, don't want to risk any further injury, of course. And now Farmingdale's going to take their timeout. Trying to ice the Rutgers skaters almost a little bit.
A little bit of laughing on the Farmingdale bench.
Yeah.
Have to think that was somewhat intentional.
Yeah, Angress came on real late there.
It's not a bad idea. I mean,
no.
Get the legs a little cold.
Give Terzi a little bit of time of rest to recover as well.
Yeah, and you have the timeout. You might as well use it.
Yeah, might as well. Honestly, very football-esque as we are on here on Sunday,
yeah.
Icing the players a little bit instead of just a kicker.
Yeah, it's fitting. 2:24 left in the third. This is the equivalent of about 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
So now we'll do it for real this time. Off that draw, it's won by Rutgers. Inouye tried to play it across. Zimmerman with a hop. Taken here as Castellano fired. It went wide. Rebound chance going to the wall. Rutgers able to get it out of the zone. Here comes Rieger. 4-on-2, now 5-on-2. Here comes Rutgers. Rieger fires. That shot went wide. Bounced off of Nunag as Rieger can't hold on. Taken by Farmingdale. Kept away, and they'll just put it into the empty cage. There for Tyler Wadika, and he'll make it 7-4.
Well, that'll put the icing on the cake. Wadika shooting the long-range empty net goal.
So now Rutgers down by 3 here with under 2 to play. Farmingdale entering the zone yet again. It's D'Andrea who will fire that one wide. Lafata to the corner, bouncing puck. Collected here by Rutgers as Vea tried to poke it forward. Goes back here to Patapovic. He'll tap it up for Calandra. As Patapovic trying to get a whack at it again. Vea has his stick knocked away, finds its way to Downs as he'll play to Patapovic. Patapovic, pass up to Calandra. Now to Manzi, Vea with it now. Vea looking, Calandra wasn't there as Patapovic will just skate this one back out. Downs with it, who will just dump in. Terzi fires a pass up here to Lavoie. Lavoie, pass forward, D'Andrea gets a whack on that one, delayed offside on the play. As this pass looking for Angress goes wide. Here comes Lavoie again. Lavoie, drop pass. D'Andrea into the slot to the back door. They score again. It's Lafata, and he makes it 8-4.
Well, that is the icing on the cake. My goodness. Another really pretty goal. Good passing. Rodriguez understandably very frustrated on that one. You saw it kind of slam his glove on the ice there. But the Rams, I mean, they've had some really nice crisp passes on some of these goals here. Saw that one earlier in the third, now this one. Well, 4-goal lead.
There's certainly a reason why they're 12-4, about to be 13-4. On this 3-game win streak, about to make it 4. Here with 45 seconds left to go here in the third. As here comes Rieger, nearly scored again, as Campbell will collect this one. Campbell to the corner. Collected here by Rabaric as he'll get going. Rabaric will just cycle back as he'll play it away. Dumped into the zone by Grillo. Dumped away by Daly. Up here to Rieger as he'll enter the zone. 15 seconds left to go. Rieger fires, it's gloved down. There by Terzi. As Angress has some words here for Farmingdale. Held away by Daly. But Farmingdale here with 12 and a half seconds left to go in the third will come out victorious, 8-4 final as Tersey gloves that one down, tried to play it away, but we'll get another whistle here with 8 and a half.
Tersey wants to go home. He deserves it. Tried to play it there.
Yeah, tried to just get rid of that one quickly and let it go to end out the game. But we'll have one more draw here to the right of him. Puck off the draw, dumped down the ice with 4 seconds left to go. Rodriguez will lay this one off, and that will do it. And Farmingdale victorious 8-4 here against Rutgers. Split the season series with the Scarlet Knights and continue their win streak to 4 straight wins and are now 13-4 on the season.
Oh, this was a game that got more and more exciting as it progressed. You got more and more goals each period, more back and forth hockey. Rutgers played better, started to score in that second period, and every time it seemed like they had a response, the Rams would just regain the lead. You saw it several times, about 4 times tonight, where once you thought that, okay, maybe Rutgers was going to get back into it, they tied the game several times, but Rieger, the hat trick, Tersey really strong in net for the Rams. And that's been the story of this one. Just a really strong team, Farmingdale State.
Yeah, a very strong team. Now advanced to 13-4 on the year. Rutgers fall to 6-7 on the season. Drop below 500 as they have a couple more games coming up here. We'll look ahead to the schedule for both teams. Here for both these squads. We'll start with Farmingdale. They will go back home for 3 games and then go on the road on the 7th. They play Stony Brook at home next weekend on the 21st, then 3 straight games against Sacred Heart on the 22nd, the 5th, and the 7th. As we get some celebrating here from Farmingdale. And then for Rutgers, they'll go on the road next weekend to play Kutztown and Sacred Heart, and then they'll be back on the 6th and 7th versus Stevens and Sacred Heart once again. But that will wrap it up for this one. The Scarlet Knights fall 8-4 here against Farmingdale. Final shots 41-36. But that will do it for this one. Once again, thank you for tuning in here to this one. My name is Carla Pascal, alongside by Matt Fusilla. You've been watching Rutgers Scarlet Knights ACHA Division 1 or Division 3 ice hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. Have a good night, everybody.